our studios in Austin, Texas, this is Drinkin' Bros Fake News with Ross Patterson, Dan Holloway, Papa G with the traffic,
How you feel?
Not good.
Yeah?
field reporter Hot Bob, and Delco Dan with sports. Welcome to Fake News.
Hell of an intro. It gets me every time. When they pulled baby Jessica out of that well and then our intro, that's probably onesie twosie as far as what gives me actual chicken skin, you know? Welcome to Fake News, kids, bringing you the realest, fakest news of the week. D'Anthony, we're going to start off with a sad one at the top. Breaking news here, Ivana Trump died. She's pretty young. I think she was, 72?
72, 73, something like that.
Yeah. What was the cause, Bob? Do you know? You know what the cause of death was?
I do not off the top of my head. I'll look at it.
It says acute. Where is it?
Acute bitch?
No, cardiac arrest is what it said. Yeah.
Oh, she had a heart attack. No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I don't think anybody really knows yet. But
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it literally just happened. Ivana Trump, obviously the ex-wife of former president and maybe future president Donald Trump, has died at the age of 73. Our mother was an incredible woman, a force in business, a world-class athlete, a radiant beauty, and caring mother and friend, the Trump family said in a statement. Manhattan paramedics responded to a call for cardiac arrest, found the 73-year-old woman on the Upper East Side apartments where Ivana Trump lived to be dead around 12:30 p.m. on Thursday. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Weird story to start off the day.
yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, that's pretty young these days, especially when you're that rich.
Yeah. Yeah. Who
Rich
knows
people
what
don't
happened.
die until they're like 90 or 100, you know? Crazy story. I obviously follow Eric Trump's Instagram. He's got a pretty touching tribute there, and he's got a bunch of photos up of him and his mom over there. And her being a radiant beauty. Like I think she was she in the pageants?
I don't
in
know.
the pageant?
I don't know much about her background. I just know that the kids and mom were all super close.
Yeah.
Like Eric, Ivanka, and Don Jr. were all super close with her, so it sucks.
The whole family's pretty tight, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Crazy story to lead with. Next up is an even crazier story. Footage of the Uvalde shooting has been released, and it's not good. It's not good, D'Anthony. There's been a local Austin reporter who's been all over this story and kind of breaking it in advance. I'm not sure why this guy and who was feeding him all this footage, but a few weeks ago on this show, we talked about him releasing some of it and then talking about what he had seen.
Right.
And he claimed to not have a copy on him. We have now seen what he spoke about, and it's not good. On Tuesday, footage of the shooting from Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas, was leaked to the Austin American-Statesman, which is our local newspaper here, revealing disturbing details about the police response. The leaked footage shows officers stalling in the hallway for 77 minutes, as opposed to 48. Initially, that was 48 minutes. It has now been confirmed that it is 77 minutes as they check their phones and help themselves to hand sanitizer from a nearby dispenser. At the beginning of the video, exterior cameras show the shooter's vehicle crashing into a ditch outside of Robb Elementary and firing at two men who approached the car. Could you figure out who they were? It appeared to be police officers. I watched the video.
No, I couldn't tell.
But I couldn't tell either. One of them tripped. And, Bob, I think you have it here. If you want to play that real quick. So there's this car going into the ditch. And then, obviously, there's the two guys. Who tripped there and fell down is what I can't figure out.
And then a teacher calls.
911, yeah.
That's at 11:31 a.m.
11:31. And this went all the way till, 12:48, I believe?
I don't remember
No.
the details.
The shooter can then be seen entering the school and making his way to the classrooms. Room number 111 and 112, where the massacre was carried out within minutes. Multiple police officers enter the school and move towards the classrooms, but soon retreat after one of them takes a grazing wound. So here you can see the shooter enter as he's casually walking through the hallway there. Bob, pause it real quick. There was an editor's note here at the top, and it says the child has been blurred to protect the child's identity. There was also another lower third that was applied to this video that says we've muted the children screaming.
Yep.
Yeah. Out of this video, this is a lot more shocking than we initially thought. What were your thoughts when you saw this video?
So, look, I haven't been able to confirm because I haven't had time, and I just heard about this not too long ago. But my understanding from some folks that claim to know is that the guy who's checking his phone is the officer whose wife was the teacher there and was killed. And
okay.
he was trying to contact her. I just want to be clear about criticizing stuff. And I'm not sure it's fair to really criticize, like, what does the hand sanitizer thing have to do with anything? They're standing there waiting for, like, the problem is that they're waiting for orders when the training tells you to immediately interdict that situation. That's the problem, not that they're, not what they're doing as they're standing there. But anyways, when I saw this video, obviously, you know, I think it's a good exercise to imagine yourself in that position and what you might do. And, you know, you have to be careful because you don't want to armchair quarterback situations like that unless you've got experience in that sort of thing. Now, I've been in gunfights before, and the stakes were, to be extremely frank, the stakes were a whole lot lower than the lives of 30 kids in my situation. It was just me and some other adults that chose to be there. So I consider the stakes higher when there's children involved. I would much prefer to go to, you know, first responder funerals than children's funerals because first responders signed up to do that shit. The thing that really is weird, so it's every new piece of evidence, it gets worse, right?
Right.
Like the new timeline that came out a couple of weeks ago or whenever it was, or the screenshots of this video actually that came out. It's like, all right, now we've confirmed the timeline. This is way worse than we thought it was. Now we see that it's even worse than that. And there's a lot of conversations that need to happen. Why was that police force so ill-equipped to handle the situation? And I don't just mean the equipment they had, because they had the right equipment. 19 minutes after the attack began, the hallway outside the classroom was filled with law enforcement, many of them carrying rifles and at least 3 ballistic shields. You only need one to do a dynamic entry like that. They were looking around for keys, but the door was unlocked. I'm not sure if they even tried to open the door.
Right.
Or why they would assume that it was locked.
And they also asked for a sledgehammer, too. And I'm assuming that's to open the door in case it was locked or they couldn't get the keys. None of it really makes sense. And the more and more that keeps coming out about this particular incident is pretty wild to me. I mean, look, Bob, you can play that footage if you want, and maybe Dan can kind of describe what's going on here as far as what the police officers were doing. Now, obviously, that's when the shooting happened. So he fired for 2.5 minutes, and that's on screen right there. Authorities are saying that more than 100 rounds were fired.
This is, pause. So this is now 5 minutes after the car crash outside, a little less than 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes, and it's about 2.5 minutes into him being inside the building shooting. There's already police there.
Right. And if you go back to that pause that Dan said, so they're headed towards the classroom now. Now play the footage, Bob.
What the fuck are you waiting for? It's not a short room.
And what does that mean when you say it's not a short room?
I mean, the only reason you stall when you're stacked up and getting ready to fucking enter something like that, you don't stall like this. You get right on the guy's ass. What the fuck are these people doing?
Now, there's a point coming up here where the gunman appears to fire at them and then they retreat, it looks like. But I'm not sure what's happening here.
It's a bunch of dudes that don't know what the fuck they're doing, is what it looks like to me.
Okay. And so when are they? It appears as if they're just right outside the classroom where he is.
Yeah, it does. More shots.
And you see the officers running. Now, they're saying that they were shot at.
Maybe. I do think one of them had a glancing head injury of some sort. So now we're pause for a second. Yeah, that's 31
minutes
later.
in. Yeah.
They have 3 ballistic shields. Can you leave that up there, please? 3 ballistic shields, multiple rifles. So any argument that might be made that they didn't have the proper equipment to execute this is bullshit. And the people that have routinely, or rather continuously said that and are now defending that position, that's fucking bullshit. And you're a piece of shit for doing that, to be honest. Now, we run towards, you can put it back on me.
I got one quick question for you, if you don't mind, and I hate to interrupt you here. Top left, Bob, in this photo, there appears to be a picture-in-picture. Who is that guy on the top left?
I can't read it. What does it say?
Is that the commander?
It says Ray something.
Well, it says Bobby or something Garza body camera or Garza Way body camera, but that would be who's wearing the camera, not who the guy is.
Gotcha.
In the photo.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's so. The guy that's taking most of the heat here is Pete Arredondo, who is the chief there, and he was the on-scene commander, I believe, as well. Yeah, I mean, I find it extremely difficult to imagine myself or any of the dudes that I've been in gunfights with would if we would not wait around for somebody to tell us what to do there.
Yeah.
Right. The book is pretty clear on how you handle this situation. You stop the killing and then you stop the dying, which means you kill that motherfucker or force him to kill himself, and then you start treating patients. That's the entire game plan for that. Like every fucking second you wait, there's more potential for death, and that's unacceptable. It is your job to run towards the sound of the gunfire and put yourself in harm's way to protect human life. That's literally your entire purpose. And they couldn't do it. Now, I wonder, I don't know if there's, I actually have some people looking into this now because I'm curious about it. But I wonder if this department, like a lot of others, lost a bunch of people because folks didn't want to get, experimental medical treatments, for example. And if this is the fucking B team that was left over, because that's happened in a lot of departments across the country. Or not just that, but blowback from the complete lack of support for police departments nationwide by the left in this country, like and just like tearing at the fat underbelly of our fucking security apparatus.
It's a pretty red county. I would be surprised. I'm trying to Google it right now. I would be surprised if they had vax mandates or were suffering from a defund the police movement.
Yeah, you never know.
I mean, I think Ted Cruz beat Beto O'Rourke in 2018 in this county by like 20 points.
Yeah, but I know the guy, the deputy there, he's been accused of giving a ton of money to Beto and everything else. So
you can't accuse somebody of that. That's his right to do that.
It is 100%.
I don't have a problem with that. But this is not. These are not professional fucking police to me. These are people. This is the equivalent of the person that joined the military for the college money, and now you're in a fucking combat zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they were clearly unprepared. And I'll tell you what. If you take up the mantle of protector, if you take up the responsibility to protect human life, and you because of your complacency or your cowardice are not prepared to execute that mission, then you are responsible for those people's deaths. The end. So they may have muted the kids' screams on this video, but I hope they fucking play them for these piece of shit officers every single night for the rest of their goddamn lives because they deserve it.
Continue to play that video, Bob. So 36 minutes later is what it says, and there's still no rescue attempt.
More gunshots.
Yep.
That's more kids dying right there.
So 48 minutes later,
And
the
they just
gunman is
stand
heard
there.
firing 4 more rounds. So, Bob, pause this real quick. Just to confirm, Dan, he was not shooting at an officer. Those were probably children, right?
Yeah, I would imagine that the shots from before when all the officers fled down the hallway were probably at kids as well.
Okay.
Frankly.
So you don't think they were firing at officers?
I mean, maybe,
at that point.
You know what you do when somebody's shooting at you, right? You fucking shoot back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. I mean, this isn't rocket surgery here. There's a reason you can take meatheads and turn them into excellent operators. And it's because it's all command and response. It's all functional stuff. This is the very basic shit that you need to know how to do is protect human life.
Play the rest of that video, Bob. So then why go in now? Who are those guys right there, Dan?
That's Border Patrol. That looks like Bortak in the front. I don't know who's. Oh, it's just regular police in the rear, but that's Bortak up front.
So you're 57 minutes in, and they still haven't entered the classroom. Now you're 77 minutes in, and officers finally breach the classroom and kill the gunman 77 minutes later.
And what do
Is
you
there
see
any-
there? A bunch of people standing around yelling at each other because nobody knows who's in charge.
Right.
Make a hole. Get the fuck out of the way. This fucking fat, bald dipshit over here is flagging his buddy's legs the whole time. Jesus Christ, what a bunch of fucking useless turds. I mean, thankfully, Bortak showed up and actually did something about it. But look, you may not live in Baltimore or Detroit or New York or Chicago where shit like this goes down on a regular basis. But if you're a fucking police officer and you're carrying a gun professionally, or if you do like high profile security and you're carrying a gun professionally, or you have a concealed carry permit and you're carrying a gun in defense of yourself and others, fucking know how to use it and have the balls to. Jesus Christ, man. That's like the first fucking thing on your list.
So after watching this footage, is there a possibility that the police chief said, hey, let's wait for Bortak to come in?
Maybe. So the policy change is policy changes when it's an active shooter or a hostage situation, right? Mm-hmm. So homeboy goes in, starts killing kids. They know, like 911 is receiving calls from kids in the classroom, right? So we know it's still ongoing. It's not just a hostage situation because he comes back out, fires at the police, and then a couple of minutes later fires 4 more rounds into children's bodies, you would have to imagine, right? So that's not a hostage situation. So even if that is where it began in his mind, in the on-scene commander's mind, that it's now a barricade or hostage situation, once he fires 1 more round or you get information that there's 1 more child alive in there, then that's it. You go in and murder that motherfucker. The end. So, you know what I mean? Every cop that's there right now knows this. That's the problem. I don't want to hear about I was following orders, I was waiting for orders. You know what the fucking job is, dude.
Right. And as far as the guy checking his phone, if it is indeed the same guy whose wife died in the classroom, the teacher who was trying to protect those children.
Yeah, his name's Rubio. He's I think there's, I don't know about it in this video, but there's part of the full video where you can see them restraining him because he was just going to fucking go in there by himself.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that was my next question of, if my wife was in there, you couldn't have stopped me from going in. So people did restrain him?
It was maybe his 10-year-old daughter was trapped inside the classroom. I think she was killed in the shooting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Man, I have a feeling there's more to this, right? This isn't it. There's going to be worse shit that comes out about this case.
I mean, I don't know how it can get any worse than that.
I mean, they're going to have to ask these these officers questions, and somebody's going to say something. I mean, even the shots outward, let's say that we're at children and not at the officers, then how do you explain running away?
Because they're fucking pussies.
No, that's what I'm saying. But if that were to come out and they weren't being fired at, like, that's how it gets worse.
So one of the very first things you learn in basic training, aside from just doing push-ups and making your bed and shit, is react to contact, right? It's the very first thing you learn as a human being that carries a gun professionally. And what do? Does anybody know? When somebody starts shooting at you, you fire 2 rounds, then you find cover. The first thing you do is fire 2 rounds, then you find cover, right? So these people are trained from the very base level to return fire when fired upon. That's like the first, that should be instinct. That should happen without you even thinking about it. Mm-hmm. And then you find cover. You don't just like sprint back down the hallway like a bunch of bitches.
So hypothetical here, let's say the police officers that did run towards the classroom and got there when those shots were fired, right? If, and I'm just asking about the rules of engagement on something like this. Let's say
there are no rules of engagement when children are dying.
But let's say they looked into the door and he was holding one of the kids at gunpoint.
Then I would shoot him right here.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you do then?
Shoot him in the apricot pit, right around the nose area. It separates the medulla from the brainstem.
Okay.
Like if you can't make that shot, then find somebody who can, I guess. But
if the door is closed, how do you make that shot?
You mean if you're like trying to shoot through a wall? Obviously, you can't do that.
Okay, so if they ran up to the classroom, they heard the gunfire, and then they saw that through the window. I think we all know that classroom window looks like. And then you see him holding a gun to a kid's head. What do you do in that situation?
I go in there and kill that guy.
Okay.
And the kid's probably going to die, frankly. But a guy that's already demonstrated that he'll shoot up a bunch of kids, you're not having a conversation with that person. That shit's over. The conversation ended when he decided to come in and kill children. Now he's got to die as soon as possible. Like that's the entire thing, is kill him as soon as fucking humanly possible. And, if I'm driving around and I hear about a school shooting at a school nearby, and I just happen to be there and I'm the only one there and I hear about that shit happening, I'm going in there. I'm going to kill that motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
The end. Whatever happens after that happens, but I'm going to kill that piece of shit. And that's like, I can't for the life of me imagine what was going on in these dudes' minds when they were standing there listening to children die.
Yeah, and that's the hardest part about this. In particular, with the top of the video saying we're going to mute the children screaming. Yeah.
So
77 minutes is a long fucking time.
Somebody in the chat here got this one right. So the officer that was checking his phone is because his wife, who had been shot, was texting him.
I got it.
And the guy with the he says the guy with the sanitizers and meta getting ready for triage, which is possible. I mean, again, I don't think the sanitizer thing is salient.
No, and I think the sanitizer thing caught fire on social media because of the length of time. And they were like, in 77 minutes, you have time to sanitize your hands, but you don't have time to go in to the classroom. People are angry, and they're looking for things. The other thing that they brought up on social media yesterday was the cop checking his phone had a Punisher screensaver on his phone. And people went scorched earth on that guy and the screensaver, obviously.
I mean, if you want to fucking talk that tough guy shit, you better be ready to do it when it's time, man. And I'm tired of these people. Like, it's all over, too. It's not just this shit. It's like fucking people on the internet, like right-wing people that are talking about the national divorce. Like, we're just going to go get our guns and like, dude, you've never been in a fucking gunfight in your life. Shut the fuck up. Right. You're not going to do shit. And if you don't believe me, look at these dudes who are actually trained, who still didn't do shit. And you think you're going to do shit? What, because you fucking saw it on TV? Like, fuck you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people are asking to go on Failure to Stop and chat with Mike and Tansy. You'd be down with that? You wouldn't care?
No, I would never do that.
Oh, really?
I listened to their other one this morning. It's fucking nonsense.
Got him.
Like, Mike actually opens up the conversation by saying that he stands by what he said before, and what he said before was fucking stupid. So there's no point in talking to somebody like that.
Well, there's your answer right there in the chats. Yeah. Next up, U.S. is going to send another $1.7 billion to Ukraine. On Tuesday, it was announced that the U.S. Agency for International Development will be sending an additional $1.7 billion in assistance to the Ukrainian government. Boy, they've now sent approximately $4 billion in financial aid to Ukraine since the beginning of the conflict in February. The new funds are meant to help maintain Ukrainian infrastructure to pay healthcare workers who are providing support on the front lines. Joe Biden has maintained that the U.S. will continue to support Ukraine indefinitely in order to defeat Russia in the ongoing war. In June, Biden told reporters, "We are going to support Ukraine for as long as it takes." They've had to renege, it's a weird phrase to use in today's world, on their national debt for the first time in almost well over 100 years. They've lost 15 years, the gains they've made in terms of their economy. Okay. When asked about long drivers, how long the drivers will endure the continually rising gas prices, he responded, "As long as it takes, so Russia cannot, in fact, defeat Ukraine and move beyond Ukraine." So is what he's saying here that he just doesn't give a fuck? Because I caught part of this, and it appeared that the reporter was asking about the gas prices, and this was his response.
Well, they're trying
to that
to
reporter.
Biden's administration and by the way, it's not just him, all the Republicans that support this fucking bullshit. Because there's only one reason to, or there's two reasons. One is because they want to flex international power because it makes them feel powerful. It's why they got into politics in the first place. The second is because all that fucking money, we broke it down about 2 months ago, the fucking $44 billion relief package, and how $22 billion never left the United States. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here, man. But they want to make it a moralistic issue. They want to be like, we're saving these people, and if you have to suffer, then you have to suffer. And the key to that argument is that the suffering began before the Russian invasion of Ukraine, as I detailed last week, right? It was about 9 months before that gas prices started to rise and inflation started to rise. So that premise is a smokescreen. As long as the Biden administration can continue doing this and say, hey, the reason you're suffering is because we're doing this noble cause over here, then they don't have to pay the price for their bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's only going to continue. We've got inflation coming up here later on in the show, and I don't fucking get it, man. I think part of me thinks the Republicans are supporting it because they want the economy to collapse and they want the gas prices to stay higher so they can win in November. I mean,
maybe, I don't know.
That's my personal guess.
They're not playing 4D chess. These are the same people that were pro the other wars.
Yeah.
What do they care?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's Fortunate Son, right?
Yeah.
Credence already nailed this one. It's not your kids. And it's the same thing. So we have a special guest Sunday, Alex Epstein, who's going to talk about his book, Fossil Future, and how it's the same general thing. They make this moralistic argument it's not true. You know what I mean? Like, this is all bullshit. And none of this stuff is going to change. These people are going to fucking do whatever benefits them. And you're going to get the tail end of it. Like, when it comes to fossil fuels, we'll shut down some of ours and fuck up our economies, and it's a little uncomfortable for a lot of people here, but we're completely fucking over a third of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, entirely, and they're all brown. So we don't care, right? That's what it is. All these people are fucking pieces of shit.
But the media is also complicit. I mean, fuck, even the AP, which is, supposed to be like the most neutral there is of just news, their headline the other day was that gas prices have plunged in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. 19 cents is what it went down.
Well, that's more than we saved in 2021 for 4th of July, right? It was 16 cents then.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So fuck you. All you haters back there at Delco with your dumbass Delco shirt on.
I got gas for under $4 today.
Did your dad send you that shirt?
No, I got this. My mom bought it.
Can we see it? Can you put it on camera?
At like a yard sale or something?
Something like that. Because it's an Italian flag right here.
Yeah.
I'm not Italian.
You are today. And to the lovely ladies out there tonight, you are, Italy's for lovers, bro. It's for lovers. You're a lover, okay? And if you're a lover out there, go get a ghost bed from ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. 30% off everything in the entire store. It's hot as hell out there. Get a cooling mattress and some cooling pillows. Now, the sheets aren't cooling. They're just cool. They've got the elastic band that goes around them. Super easy to put on the bed. They've got a weighted blanket there. They've got covers if you're doing some butt stuff. You can load up your cart, use the promo code Drinkin' Bros at checkout at ghostbed.com/Drinkin' Bros and get 30% off. Now, if you want 40% off, you got to get the bundle package. That's the adjustable base and the mattress combined together. The adjustable base has got USB ports, flashlights. It's got a fancy little remote control. It's very sleek. You can put that up in a book mode or TV mode, or just turn on the flashlight when you have to take a piss at night. It's very nice. If you want 50% off, well, you can use that on the 3D Ghost Luxe Matrix mattress. It's a mouthful, but I nailed it.
I think it's a mouthful because it's wrong. It's the 3D Matrix.
That's the Ghost Luxe Matrix mattress.
No, Ghost Luxe is a different bed.
I think they combined all of them.
No, it's not a fucking
If
Megatron.
you go, oh wait, dude! If you go to the website, have you seen it? If you go to the website, it's got like 3 layers on top of it. Pull it up on screen, Bob, at ghostbed.com/Drinkin' Bros. It's got 3 different layers on it. I'm like, my God, it looks like the core of the earth.
Yeah, just go to the main website.
Super nice,
and I'll be
dude.
proven correctly in about 10 seconds.
I don't know that he will. Type in the Matrix. Scroll down, Bob.
So now scroll down to the middle
on,
of the page
Bobby!
where it has the beds all next to each other. Scroll down a little bit right there. So you see that one that says Ghost Bed Luxe, and then the one to the right of it says Ghost Bed 3D Matrix.
Sure.
So,
I think they combined them.
no, they're not building Voltron.
they
It's
are.
a goddamn mattress.
I think they are. I think it's a Decepticon. The whole thing is super nice, dude. And best of all, Keanu Reeves from The Matrix will deliver the mattress.
Yeah, he will.
Personally, too. If he doesn't, call Ghostbed, call Rich, and just say, hey, dude, Keanu Reeves didn't show up at my house. I got the fucking mattress.
We'll give you his personal phone number.
to
call.
And you get a karate gi, too. Also, at the bottom of the screen, when you check out, you're going to see a thing that says, would you like the 60-month pay-as-you-go program? No interest if you have decent credit? Yes. When you combine all those deals that I talked about, you can walk out of there with a brand new bedroom set for about $25 a month. Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin' Bros today and have some fun.
That band that you were talking about that was in Ukraine, who was it?
Fight for Fighting.
Yeah, they wrote a song about how Can One Man Save the World, I believe is the name of the song. I'm not kidding.
But can they?
No,
what was the answer?
I don't. The answer is send them $1.7 billion.
Okay.
It's fucking stupid. Mark Levin posted this, and I'm like, is this a fucking joke?
No, dude.
Are you kidding me? Like, I think he supports it.
And you only got 100 years to live. Tell me when that piano doesn't kick in that song, though, you don't get emotional. Yeah, Georgia, you've got a tear out there.
I don't even know
got
who
a tear out there,
these
too.
people are. I have no idea.
Fight for Fighting?
No idea what that band is.
Man, 100 Years is a great song. Some say top 5. Some say Walking in Memphis, and then
No
then that
one says either one of those things.
I'm a fucking Conehead. I love Mark Cohn. Walking in Memphis.
Mark Cohn Walking in Memphis is, if I had to slap top 5 songs together, that'd be in the running.
God damn right it would.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Walking in Memphis? Great, one of the greatest songs of all time. Walking in
brilliant.
Memphis. Walking with my feet timming on my beer.
There's no way Mark
really
Cohn
good.
makes the top 5.
Yeah, he does.
And he doesn't make the top 5 for the year that song came out, probably.
Bob, is he coming here to Austin for a show? I'll take Dan, and then you be the judge.
Yeah, I'll fucking assault that dude.
If you fucking
Just whip
murked
his
Mark
ass.
Cohn,
Where
dude.
you walking now, bitch? Just start wailing on him.
Oh, look at that. We got the Conehead tour dates? Because I'll wear the Conehead to
Yes,
the thing.
he is coming to the Moody Theater November 2nd.
What?
Oh, he's done.
Let's go, dude. That's the week of the midterms, too. That's a big week in Austin.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing shows
Woo!
in San Antonio, Grand Prairie, and then, Austin.
Here's the
Son of a bitch.
here's-
I'm going,
So
dude.
that song came out in 91.
Sure did. I was born 2 years later.
Here's some songs from Billboard in 1991. Ready?
Okay.
Everything I Do it for You by Bryan Adams. I believe that was in the Three Musketeers
Yeah. Yeah, it
or
was.
whatever the fuck that movie was.
Everything I do.
Yeah. Definitely better than Mark Cohn.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Big time.
No, sir.
Let's see who else is on here. I don't recognize most of this. More Than Words by Extreme, still better.
Oh, that is a great song. Damn it, dude. It's just the slapping of the guitar.
Baby Baby by Amy Grant.
No, that one's off the list.
Motown Philly by Boyz II Men, though.
Shit.
That's a fucking good one.
That was a good song.
Motown Philly back.
Yeah,
then.
that's a good one. I'll give you that. I'll give you Boyz II Men.
High Enough by Damn Yankees. That's fucking Nuge. Can you do it high enough?
Never even heard that song.
I don't think I know that one.
It's
actually.
a good one. Let's see. Who else is on here?
It doesn't hit you like that piano hits you.
I know.
I don't even know. Just shut up.
I can hear it. I can hear it, Bob.
Yeah.
I can hear it right in my headphones right now.
Man,
And it's not even playing.
By the way,
That's-
Mark
that's how
Cohn
exact
is not
it
even on this fucking list of top 100.
He probably transcended it,
Yeah.
much like
There,
Christ.
so there was a list that Nerdist did of the top podcasts in every state, right? We were we were number one in 3 different states. However, in small print at the bottom, it said this excludes Joe Rogan and what's the murder show? Not Making a Murder. I can see it. My wife fucking listens to it. Whatever the murder show is, they were like excluding these
my
two.
favorite.
That's it. My favorite murder.
Yeah.
Yep. So it said excluding these two. The same thing has happened with Mark Cohn. I think universally we all agree that Walking in Memphis by Mark Cohn was one, and then these are just the rest of them. So that makes more sense, Bob. I think you're correct in that assessment. I really do. Next up, inflation continues
He's
to
going to be
rise.
wheelchaired in Memphis after November 2nd. I just want to make that clear.
Dude, don't threaten Cohn.
Yeah,
bro.
You're saying he'll be rolling in Memphis.
Yeah,
rolling in Memphis. All with his 4 wheels on Beale, I think is what he's going to have to change it to. All 4 wheels on Beale.
That's tough. It's cobblestone road. It's
I'll
gonna
get
be
him.
hard for him.
I'll get him a
That's a tough
Segway. It'll be
wheelchair.
fine. Just we'll prop him up in a Segway.
I don't think he get that arm strength. He's going to be para then.
I don't think he lives in Memphis.
Well,
You're just saying that because of the song.
he's
probably,
10 feet off of Beale.
Hang on, Mark Cohn.
Yeah, it's a C at the end of Mark. It's confusing.
He's from Cleveland, actually.
Cleveland, Ohio?
Yeah. I doubt he went back there.
No,
Right?
you never go back to Cleveland. And I love all my peeps from Ohio, obviously, but
I assume he's
Cleveland's
living in
around
L.A. Probably, right? You would think.
maybe. He's always on tour, though, because the demand is there, obviously. I mean, when
Oh,
Bob put up those tour
wait.
dates,
I've never heard this. On August 7th, 2005, Cohn was shot in the head during an attempted carjacking in Denver. Did
What?
you know that?
is that real?
Yeah. Well, he was
Confirm that,
He was
Bob.
on.
Yeah, no,
it's on
I'm seeing it.
Wikipedia. He was on tour with Suzanne Vega, whoever the fuck that is.
Oh, Peekaboo. I know Suzanne Vega.
The bullet barely missed Cohn's eye and lodged near his skull. He survived, was hospitalized, blah, 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 but released 8 hours early. I mean, that's pretty fucking dope that he took a shot to the face and got out 8 hours later. Maybe I don't want to do this.
Wow. Maybe you don't want any part of Cohn, brother.
Also, according to his Wikipedia, bros with Andre Agassi. Like, I kind of just want to fucking
Oh,
hang with this guy.
shit.
Now.
Let's go, dude. Let's go to Vegas with Agassi.
You think
and
they
Cohn.
swing with Steffi Graf or what?
Have to.
Who knows, man?
Have to. I'll tell you what, though. If you walk into a karaoke bar with Cohn and he gets up there, you lose.
He did win a Grammy for that song, too, so it's
Goddamn right he did. Should have gotten a Lifetime Achievement Award.
hard to fucking, I don't know.
So, well, he's got a long life to live, so we'll see. We'll see.
Well, he's done the two main things, which is win a Grammy and get shot in the head.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Abraham Lincoln didn't survive.
yeah, everything
Cohn
else.
did.
Everything else is gravy.
Next up, inflation continues to rise. The consumer price index increased 9.1% from a year ago in June, just above the Dow Jones estimates of 8.8%. When adjusted for inflation, workers' hourly wages fell 1% during June and are down 3.6% from the previous year. The sharp increase in June marks the fastest pace for inflation since November of 1981. It's super fucking depressing. And then the Fed is gonna hike interest rates a full point next Wednesday.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No,
I hope to God you're right.
I think,
'Cause I have a house for sale.
well, something like over the past month, 15% of houses under contract have broken contract. It's the most amount in a very long time.
Sure is. Sure
So
is.
you might see that as a bad sign, but in reality, it's a good sign. It means people that were going to make decisions that would make them financially inflexible are now choosing not to make that decision, which, by the way, raising the rates, the point of that is to curb the fucking supply and demand situation a little
Sure.
bit, right? So when you see a rate or when you see inflation spike after a rate hike, that's not necessarily the end of the world. Like, wait, just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, if you're selling a house, it is though.
Well, sure, yeah.
Yeah. So for me personally, this one hurts. But we'll see what happens here. I'm sure a lovely California family will come out here.
No, it'll be somebody from Hong Kong that's going to buy your house. Let's be real about that.
I will sell my house to a known Chinese genocidal maniac. Whatever gets me a check. That's
my neighbors, dude, who I'm pretty close with, Mike and Carrie, they were like, hey, dude, can you pick your neighbor? And I go, not a fucking prayer, hombre. Sure can't. If it's a family of 14 Indians that want to make curry all day with an old wooden boat oar, and they pay the right price, they're taking the house.
Yeah, but they're not morally objectionable. They're just poor.
Right.
No, he's talking about basically fucking Hitler shows up and buys his house.
Sure.
He's
yeah,
cool with it.
100%. Like if a Chinese, like a very sketchy guy from a Chinese firm walks up and is just like, "Here's $750,000." I'm like, "Yeah, cool."
And it's in banded fucking $100,000 bills, and they're covered in blood.
Covered in blood.
Yeah.
It's literally like they're tied together with Uyghur hair. Like it doesn't. Like it's. I'm taking the money. I got a kid to think about. It's not. I can't change the world.
I got 3. Look, if they show up and pay for my house with a chopped off child's hand with a blood diamond in it, like, hey,
yeah,
congratulations, it's yours.
I'd be like, look, I'm not going to change the vents anymore because you could have taken this hand off the diamond, but.
So Gigi actually made a good point in the chat here. The PPI, which is the producer price index, which is wholesale price costs, are up 11.3%. Which is, so why is that important? We still haven't seen the absolute peak of this thing. That's one of the things that means, because that price will affect us downstream, which means over the next couple of weeks. But I think more importantly is that it means that this narrative from the Biden administration that private companies are just gouging their customers right now is demonstrably untrue, because the wholesale index has higher inflation than the retail index does. That means the entirety of that cost is not being passed along, right? Mm-hmm. And it goes in line with everything else they've tried to do, which is to blame this all on a war that started fucking 9 months after their bullshit did. You know what I mean? These people are complete. It's like, man, this is like Bush era stuff. Like lying right to people's faces about trillions of dollars getting fucked over, about starting wars under false pretenses and shit like that. We haven't seen, like, Trump was weird with the media, Obama was a little bit slicker, but we haven't seen this amount of just complete lies being fed to the media by an administration since the early days of Bush. It's fucked up. I mean, this is really fucked up.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know if you saw Biden get stopped yesterday and brag about how many Democrats would vote for him in 2024. And it was like 92%, Jack.
Yeah,
is what he said to the guy.
Well, that's not what the poll says.
No.
The poll says 64% of people don't even want you to run in the first place, bitch.
No.
64% of Democrats don't want him to run.
No, they definitely don't.
So what are you going to do?
They definitely don't. Next up, we got expressvpn.com/Drinkin Bros. Look, this is for Bob, okay? Bob, do you want to do this? I think you should do this ad. You were hacked recently.
Hacked?
Yeah. Didn't they steal your identity and all your shit
that
online?
Was, I don't know that a VPN would have solved that, but, as someone who did just suffer from identity theft, highly recommend protecting yourself in any way you can, because holy shit, it fucking sucks.
Yeah. Are you out of it yet?
I am, yeah.
Okay,
I find, like, I actually need to call the Miami Beach Police Department to be like, did you catch the guy?
Yeah.
Because it got resolved almost, like, too easily.
Oh, no shit.
Like,
Maybe it was the Miami Police Department that did it.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, he fucking caught us. We got to get out of here.
Be a good racket.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy's poking around too much. But yeah, dude, ExpressVPN, anything that protects your shit, especially if you're, like, on a computer in public a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're connecting to, if you're going raw dog on foreign Wi-Fi,
might want to get a VPN, dog. I like the first line of their copy here. When you use a bathroom, you always close the door behind you, right?
No. I've actually got a picture of you pissing with your pants down at a urinal in Walmart in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah. I want the world to know. But now, with your data, you don't want the world to know. So you got to protect your digital butthole. ExpressVPN puts a stop to all of that. It's a seamless app. It runs in the background of your phones, computers, iPads, you name it. And we've had them for, I think 3 years at this point.
No.
Longer? 4?
At least 4, if not. Yeah, I think 4.
Maybe.
It was 2018.
We've never had one single complaint with this company. It just runs in the background. Once you buy it, it's cheap as fuck, too. What is it, $6 a month or something? You forget about it, it's there, and all your shit's protected. Knock on wood. They have done great for me. Nothing like that has happened to me, and I think it's because of them. But I'm not going to fucking take the chance, God damn it, and end it. So,
and also, if you're trying to watch
pornography,
porn,
or British Open,
or
you want to watch
British
the
Open.
Sky Sports broadcast?
Yeah,
that's right. Can you not watch it live here?
You can get a login for Sky Sports and then log in through ExpressVPN.
There you go.
Yeah. I think I've heard that like Canadian Netflix is way better.
It is,
American
and
Netflix
they said
like
British
that.
Netflix is way better too. You can get all the Netflixes, all the things on
there's
there.
a lot more syrup.
Yeah, tons.
In Canada. I don't know.
Real sticky.
Well,
ExpressVPN is the world's #1 rated VPN by Mashable, The Verge, countless others. So if you're like me and you believe your online activity is your business, secure yourself by visiting expressvpn.com/drinkingbros today. Just use our exclusive link expressvpn.com/drinkingbros, and you can get an extra 3 months for free. That is expressvpn.com/drinkingbros. Next up, New York releases a PSA for surviving a nuclear attack. That's a fun one. Do we have that footage? Do we have the PSA for that?
yeah. Can you pull that up, Bob?
That'd be great. I'd love to show that to the people at home. And if you're at home and you're watching, you can watch on Spotify as well. But I would love to see this footage, actually. I read this article, but I have not seen it yet. On Monday, New York's Office of Emergency Management released a public service announcement informing New Yorkers of what actions to take in the event of a nuclear attack.
Why?
90 seconds.
Who's worried about this? We're not in the fucking Cold War. Why are they trying to
always be worried about
Why
it.
are they trying to drum up? No, because there's nothing you can do. Like if you have time before the bomb lands, look on your phone and see which way the wind's going and go in the opposite fucking direction. That's literally the only thing you can do.
Let's see what it says. Pop it up. It's 90 seconds.
fucking
Show the whole
Christ.
thing. There we go.
Yeah, play that whole goddamn thing.
Go full screen. Let's
Duck
see it.
and cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. It's a nice little landscape there. Brownstones in New York.
What do you do, hotshot?
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how
on a
or
green
why.
screen.
Just know that the big one has hit, okay? So what do? There are 3 important steps that I want you to remember. Step 1, get inside fast. You, your friends, your family, get inside. And no, staying in the car is not an option. You need to get into a building and move away from the windows. Step 2, stay inside. Shut all doors and windows. Have a basement? Head there. If you don't have one, get as far into the middle of the building as possible.
Oh, fuck.
If you were outside after the blast, get clean immediately. Remove and bag all outer clothing to keep radioactive dust or ash away from your body.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
Step 3, stay tuned. Follow media for more information. Don't forget to sign up for Notify NYC for official alerts and updates. And don't go outside until officials say it's safe.
Follow what? All the electronics will be destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're gonna be fucking disintegrated. So like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Oh, no, dude. There's no way this is real. It's called fake news for a reason. Is this real? We're all fucked.
Yeah, so
Who paid for this?
But what Bob was referring to is the electromagnetic pulse that comes off of a fucking nuclear detonation, and it's going to fry any unshielded tech anywhere near you, motherfucker. You think like the antenna on 30 Rock is going to keep working? We're blasting out news, man. Fuck this nuclear bomb. What a bunch of goddamn idiots. This is the dumbest shit I've seen in a long time. And why? Why now? And why in general, but why now?
They're gonna get us ready for nuclear apocalypse.
They're normalized. The only thing that can help them is literally fucking Iron Man flying it into a wormhole.
Yeah, it's effective, but he has a lot of psychological stress after that.
That's true, yeah.
That's not great for the country. Man, this is stupid as shit.
Is it because of Russia? Like, I'm trying to think about it. Like, is it because Russia recently threatened nukes or something?
No, Russia would never nuke us.
Right, but is it just in case? Hey,
No.
Hey guys, if Russia decides to nuke us, get inside.
Anytime
Stay inside.
any politician does anything, I just assume it's to distract me from them reaching into my pocket.
No.
And that's probably what this is.
Well, somebody paid for this.
The taxpayers of New York City paid for that.
Yeah, they did.
So
That's where your money's going. But I think it's all great advice. If you just go inside, don't even think about being in your car. Go inside because they're going to know. Like the nuclear bomb's going to know.
So I think we should come up with our own list of things to do.
I would start jacking off as hard as I could.
Well, see, there was a guy, one of the famous, the volcanic eruption in Pompeii, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's there's the, I guess, ash outline of a dude who was he appears to have been pounding off at the time. Right?
Have you seen this, Bob?
Yeah, can you pull that up?
Pull up the guy who was in
name's
Vesuvius and was jacking off.
Yeah, it's Jack
There
Off
it is.
Man.
Jack off man. There's Jack off man.
Look at him. Like, that's a guy that, parties. That's Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
Like,
That is Hunter Biden right there.
He sees shit bad about to go down. He's like, one, let's film it.
Yep.
And two, I'm pounding off.
Yeah. And this is as close as we can actually get to a real life scenario right here.
Yeah.
Of what would happen during a nuclear bomb. Because this guy probably saw the lava coming downhill, from the volcano, and he was like, shit, I can't outrun this.
Maybe he was trying to surf.
What was it?
It wasn't the lava.
What do you think it was?
It was the ash.
It was the ash.
No, whatever, dude. Who fucking cares? Whatever gave him the foresight to pull his pants down and jack off like that, bravo.
Well, it'd be more like a tunic up in this era.
Yeah. Fair enough, yeah, which is a lot easier to get to. So he didn't. He made his decision quick. I wonder if there was a moment of regret where he's like, fuck, they're going to find me like this. Right? Because the pants thing, you had to unbutton, pull them off. There's a whole process there. For tunic, you just swipe that thing out of the way.
Yeah, you're good to go. You're good to go. But you have no ID, and they didn't have like dental and medical
Oh, they know
records.
who it is. Believe me. There's only one dude in each fucking community that would do something like that. And his name is Randy Quaid.
Yeah, and Giorgio
Yeah,
Gregorius.
Giorgio for sure, yeah.
That's you, buddy.
Yeah,
Look,
but
if you see imminent doom approaching, you're like, I want to get one last one off. And it's kind of exciting because you're trying to get it done. Like, you're about to get caught.
Before you
like your
die.
parents are getting home.
Do you think you could go to completion in a stitch like that?
Right as the ash, hits my face.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Also, back then, Pompeii was the Panama City of Italy.
yeah, it was dope. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Vacation spot full of hookers.
Now it's still like a fucking relic of this event. Like every time I go to Italy, I go there just to check it out. Like, damn, this fucking sucked.
Yeah.
But like they haven't improved it really. There's some stands around where you can go to lunch and shit, but it's still like wiped out. Like, it was so bad that 2,000 years later, it's still a monument to how bad it was, and we think we're just going to go inside, man. You'll be all right. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. You're going to fucking die. If a nuke hits anywhere near you, you're going to die.
Is this like the Rocky statue, though? Like, is famous there? It's like the Rocky statue in Philadelphia?
It's actually fictional as well, yes.
What, this guy?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Don't fucking...
No, it's real.
It's real.
It's
It's
definitely
real.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you.
Okay, thank God.
But
Dude. I was
Rocky-
like, man, if I got God on this, I'd be upset.
I
I've thought
have-
about this man as a hero for years and
Right.
years.
Yeah, Rocky is a hero of mine as well. And
Both.
look, he's definitely real.
Yeah, well, I have some news for you there.
Go ahead.
Fictional character.
Rocky?
Yeah.
No.
No. Real guy.
How would a guy from Delco even know?
Yeah, you wouldn't know. How many times you ran up those steps as a little child?
A couple times.
Yeah, you have.
Couple times.
Goddamn right you have. Because he's a real person and you believed in him. And don't we all need something to believe in today? And if you're at home, you can believe in Bub's Naturals. What's this, by the way? What the fuck is this?
So these are, I think, two other people that may have been caught masturbating. If you can see this guy on the right,
Oh, yeah.
his
He was
tunic
close.
is pulled up.
Oh, yeah.
And that's his dick. Well, what's left of his dick. The top of it appears to have been snapped off at some point between 70 AD and now. I think this guy was, a yank and yank.
I
right?
think-
yank up, yank out.
I think he may have finished. because his hand is up and off of his cock now.
Yeah, he's kind of like,
like that other dude still had his hand on his cock, which is a far more tragic situation.
I mean, look at the guy on the right. He looks like he's feeling shame right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely looking up and away.
And Bob, I'm going to disagree with you here. I think that's his real dick. I think that shriveled up as soon as that ash hit. I don't think you can maintain a sweet boner when that ash.
Especially not after you come.
No, not at all, dude. Like, now, if you could be frozen in time like that, it was just a rock hard, ocho, that would be fantastic, right? If you're just rocking an 8 inches, full raging boner.
If you had a huge dick and you're about to die, even if you were about to get, like if you got shot and you were about to bleed out or something, you should pull your dick out just to make sure that the crime scene photos include your dick.
Yeah, because that would be awesome.
Yeah, you want to leave a fucking something for your family to remember, right? So
100%.
My dad got shot in a fucking drug deal. Did you see the size of his fucking cock? It's
huge. It's huge. Why do you think Bob Saget's family fought to keep that footage sealed? Chances are he was probably buck naked, dude, in that bed.
Could be.
Where he passed away. America's dead, R.I.P. Next up.
Wait, Kurt Ko says has another theory on the cock. It's that he gripped it too hard and pulled it off, maybe in the excitement or maybe in the fear. That's a possibility as well.
Okay.
Look that one up.
Yeah, I don't want to rule it out for sure.
Anyways, Bubs
Natural is up next. And if you want to make your cock look young, take some of that collagen powder. You're good to go there. Love Bubs Naturals. It's a tribute to former Navy SEAL Glenn Bub Doherty, obviously the national hero who laid down his life saving Americans in Benghazi. Glenn's call sign was Bub in the Navy, and he always tried to help others. And his DNA is woven into the Bubs brand. Bubs donates 10% of all profits to charity in Glenn's honor, starting with the Glenn Doherty Memorial Foundation. On Veterans Day, they donate 100% of proceeds to the Glenn Doherty Foundation. They've got collagen protein, probably the best collagen on the planet. Bubs is truly unflavored, exceedingly soluble, and it's just better than the other guys, for Christ's sakes. Best in the biz. And then they've got the MCT oil powder, which is great for coffee. It'll replace your creamer. So put a scoop in there, a couple scoops of collagen, you're good to go, and make yourself feel better. I've got more energy. I've been taking it out for like the last 2 months. I've got more energy from it. I like it. Huge fan of these guys.
Great products, yeah.
Great products. You don't need to go in GNC or any other bullshit. Just go to bubsnaturals.com. Use promo code DrinkinBros for 20% off. That is bubsnaturals.com. Use promo code DrinkinBros for 20% off. Next up, Democrats pushing student loan forgiveness may have ulterior motives, Dan. You don't say. You don't say.
I don't believe it.
The Biden administration has been considering a policy to forgive student loan debts for millions of Americans. The policy is being pushed by over a dozen Democratic members of Congress who have urged Biden to move forward with the plan. The debt forgiveness appears not to be entirely altruistic, as it has been revealed that many of the members of Congress advocating for the policy have large amounts of student debt themselves. Get the fuck out of here.
How are you in Congress and you still haven't paid off your fucking student loans?
That's crazy, dude.
Come on.
Now, for that Cawthorn kid, he was, 24, 25? Sure. But for the rest of these dummies, that doesn't
I think
make
it was
any sense.
28, and I feel like he got kicked out of school.
He did.
So,
I mean, AOC is 4 years younger than me. I've probably paid off 2/3 of my loans.
How old is she?
She's 32.
She's 32.
So it makes sense for her. She went to a private school. So it would make sense for her to still have student debt.
Okay.
And she went to grad school too, right?
I don't know.
I think she did. I mean, dude,
She's a waitress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our bartender, I think. The 13 Democratic members reported debts in 2020 and 2021, with individual debts ranging from as little as $15,000 to as much as $300,000. Okay. All right. That's some grad school shit or some Harvard shit right there. I can tell you that.
Medical school, maybe.
Yeah. One of the policy's most vocal supporters, AOC, reportedly owes nearly $50,000 for her student loans. Rashida Tlaib, who has claimed that canceling debt is a racial justice issue. She owes $100,000 for her education.
How is
She's
canceling
45, by the
Yeah.
way.
How is canceling student loan debt a racial justice issue? Because most of that is white people. Let's be real.
Yeah,
It's like 80% of student loans outstanding student loans are white people.
Yeah.
I don't understand the fucking math there.
I don't
think
either.
There's like some dumb math they use. It's like it's really half-assed where it's like black people in particular, but basically like non-white people who do have student loans have to take out more. But overall, like it's basically a white middle class bailout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's fun, huh?
There's like a statistical anomaly, not anomaly or whatever, but there is. It's going to help mostly middle class white people.
Not all members owe money themselves, but instead have family members currently paying off loans. I mean, look, most of these people have family members paying off loans, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most everybody has a family member paying off some kind of student loan.
Yeah.
I don't really.
But it's just trying to shape the argument that student loan forgiveness is supposed to be just like helping them as an individual, like from an individual's perspective.
Well, I think maybe
That's kind of like a ridiculous way to shape that argument.
I think maybe it's saying that if you have a financial stake in something, maybe you shouldn't be voting in Congress about it.
Yeah. It's fucking wild. I don't think this will go through. I mean, people would fucking rage.
I hope it does, man.
Yeah?
Let's fucking crash this baby. Let's get weird. We're on the Titanic.
I
We
mean,
all know it's
realistically,
coming.
all this money went to giving Karens jobs over the last 40 years.
Yep.
People just pushing money in administration. So really, it is middle-class white people who have benefited from this and like stayed employed through this.
And primarily the ones who will be bailed out by any relief as well. Yeah, it's stupid.
Whatever, I'll take that check.
It depends on what the check is. Is it a check from the federal government and my tax dollars? Because I'm going to fucking literally riot if that happens.
Yeah.
If it's banks having to forego shit, then fuck them.
The only thing that they can do right now is with federal loans. They can't touch, like I had loans from like Citibank. They can't do shit to that. I paid it off already, but they can't do shit to that.
Well, you and I can go up there and fight. So I think if you go and fight the branch manager at the bank you originally got the loan at, then your loan is done. But if you lose, double loan.
Yeah,
Yes.
double loan.
Yeah,
That
it's
makes
double
sense.
or nothing.
Yeah, it sucks, but I mean, it's worth a shot. If you're really upside down, and look, you got to keep an eye on who the bank manager is too.
Of course.
because if they're
Donald Cerrone's the new bank
yeah, if
manager.
they're like rotating fucking ex-UFC guys in there, but if it's some little old lady, I'll beat the shit out of her.
Oh, yeah. Throwing a Viking helmet, dude, on top of it. Get fucking weird
Just
in there.
walk out of there with the podium and everything.
Goddamn right, dude. Check out the laptop while you're in there. See what's on there. Next up, Gavin Newsom signs a law allowing gun manufacturers to be sued. Is this real? This is why it's called fake news.
Yeah,
Is this real?
it's so stupid. Like if let's say my Glock here, let's say I shoot it and it explodes in my hand and I lose my hand. I should be able to sue Glock for that because their product malfunctioned and I suffered injury because of it.
Right.
But if somebody, 3 fucking people down the line from the manufacturer, some asshole gets a hold of the gun or steals it and shoots somebody with it, you make that make sense to me, how the manufacturer is liable for producing a legal weapon, as a matter of fact, one that's guaranteed as a right in the Constitution of our fucking country, and how they should be held financially or criminally or civilly, any kind of liable for the misuse of their product.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if somebody went to Target today and bought a bunch of fucking bleach and just chugged it dead, nobody's suing Clorox for that. That's
Right.
fucking stupid, man. What the fuck?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it the Parkland shooting that they ended up suing the gun manufacturer? And I think they lost.
I don't know.
Look it up, Bob. There was some gun manufacturer that got sued for the same exact thing and then lost, but I don't remember what it was for.
It looks like that's ongoing.
It is.
Yeah.
Is that Florida? Was it Parkland?
It's in a state appeals court about the Parkland shooting.
It is
I
the
think
Parkland
there
shooting,
might
yeah.
have been something also with the Sandy Hook parents.
Yes, I believe you're right. And what did the Sandy Hook one get resolved?
Remington settled.
That's it.
Yeah.
They settled, yeah.
But somebody.
What were they settling on exactly?
Fuck if I know, dude. I have no idea. Somebody
Settling on not having to go to court.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, like I think I was talking about this with someone, and that settlement was them just being like, "This trial's going to be bananas, televised. It's going to be a big political thing. Just write the check.
Yeah.
Just. It's not whatever they paid is cheaper for them in the long run, probably than that trial on television.
Yeah, for sure. Gerben 2013 in the chat says, are car manufacturers going to get sued for vehicular manslaughter?
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
good
they
question.
were just sued for sexual assault, and they sued the car manufacturer and won.
That was Uber.
Yeah, no.
Somebody.
That was a woman got a HPV inside the
HPV,
car.
yes,
Yeah.
And it was the insurance company that had to pay for the HPV.
It was Geico.
Yeah, they had to pay a settlement for her getting an STD, but
Not the car manufacturer, the insurance company. Yeah.
yeah. But that would be
15 minutes saves you 15%.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fucking the next time a car even gets fucking close to me, I'm calling Ford. I'm calling Henry Ford the 8th or whoever's left. I'm like, hey, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, it's you and me now. I'm going to have my day in court. I'm suing you. And he's going to be like, we're not even related to that dude.
Yeah.
So please stop calling
And
me.
you're going to say, no, I don't care.
No.
I want you to pay me my money. Same with cyclists. If a cyclist gets too close to me, I'm going to sue Lance Armstrong. If he didn't get involved in the Tour de France and won all that shit.
Yeah, nobody would be doing this stupid shit.
No one would be out there in these streets wearing spandex 108 degrees.
I hate it. I was driving home yesterday in my neighborhood, and there's a cyclist. I'm just like, fucking hate.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really dislike many groups of people. Politicians, I don't like. Pedophiles, I don't like. There are some others, but cyclists, I really don't like them.
Yeah.
Like, I know that there's no real reason for me not to, so I don't press the issue too much, but I really don't like them.
Well,
it upsets me. Like, when I see one, even if it's not currently affecting me, I think about the other times that it has affected me.
when I think of the issues that would cause me to want to join up with a side for a civil war, cyclists. If you believe in cyclists and you are one out there, that's enough for me to join, I think.
Can't do it.
Can't do it either. I fucking hate it, and I won't stand for it. Next up, fighting capitalism with capitalism. New York-based art collective MSCHF is giving their customers the opportunity to stick it to the man by buying their overpriced product. The group behind the blood-filled Lil Nas X, Satan Shoes, is selling popsicles shaped like the heads of Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Jack Ma, Elon Musk, and Mark Zuckerberg. Do we have a photo of that, Bob? That'd be great. I'd lick a Bezos head. It looks smooth. That would go down pretty easily, you know? So these are fun little popsicles that they got there. Look
This
at
is
those.
just the same.
All right.
This is the same thing as United Way. Everyone's like, "Oh, United Way." It's just kind of a generic charity,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And raises money, I guess, for something. But mostly, what they do is sell candles, I believe.
Oh, really?
I have no idea.
That's fun.
But they do have $103 million in the bank.
Yeah, so they're advertising the $10 popsicles by telling their customers that they can take a bite out of capitalism. I actually think this is genius and hilarious.
It's pretty funny, yeah. I mean, this is one of those. I'm not mad at the people doing it. What I'm very, let's see, what's the right word?
Look at the picture on screen, Dan.
Yeah,
Those are fun.
I mean, this is literally the Ninja Turtle pop I got from the ice cream truck as a child.
I know, it's great.
It's like I feel pity for the people who would buy this unironically, I guess.
I might buy it as a future investment if you could keep it cold and keep it good.
Yeah, dude, Beanie Babies really worked out.
They did. Great doc.
Yeah, you want to talk about Magic the Gathering cards?
Oh, boy. This is. If you roll a 20-sided die on the fucking desk right now, I'd probably end my life.
I feel like if this is a good test. You should pay attention in your neighborhoods. If you're in New York, pay attention to the people that fall for this, and then pitch them your multi-level marketing scheme.
Yeah.
Because they will definitely fall for it, 100%. And you can make some money off them and then move on to the next town.
Sure. These look fun and flirty, though. Congratulations. I like the childlike 80s vibe they gave it, though.
If I knew that the
fun.
people who did this were preying on people, I would buy some.
Okay.
Because that's really funny to me.
Sure.
But if they don't understand the irony and they're just doing it and they think they're doing something, then I wouldn't support that because I don't want to give them false hope there. But if they were doing it ironically just to make money, to fleece dummies of their money, all in, I would buy it. And it, to be honest, looks kind of tasty.
Sure does. Sure does.
Do they taste different? Like, do they have different flavors based on who it is?
It appears to all be the same as far as I can tell.
Bill Gates, he tastes like a pedophile, and that's a fun flavor. Jeff Bezos tastes like a rocket. Zuckerberg tastes like SPF 50 sunscreen.
No, he tastes like motor oil, probably.
He tastes like UIE.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Don't fuck with me on the Sweet Baby Ray's, dude. Whenever I go to a house and I see the Sweet Baby Ray's, I was like, you went to Costco, didn't you, you fucker? In Texas, that's inexcusable, in my opinion. Next up, Bobby, we got the hardafseltzer.com, all right? Pop them up on screen. We ship to you in 41 states. It used to be 42, but we are live in Tennessee in 40 stores at this point. Bobby, show us those locations in case you're in Tennessee. In the meantime, if you're not, go to hardafseltzer.com today. Get them shipped right to your house. 8% seltzers. No carbs, no sugars, no gluten. If you give a fuck about that, and party for the block. In the meantime, we've added about 8 more stores in Tennessee. Blue Fox. Start with that one, Bobby. Blue Fox in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 324 East Main Street. Go there. Go to the Blue Fox. Next up, Bobby. What do we got, Bobby? Bottle Shop, Memphis, Tennessee. Not a lot going on in Memphis these days. Basketball is taking a little hiatus here until John Morant gets back on the court. Go to the Bottle Shop and get some 8% seltzers in Memphis, Tennessee. Also, if you live in Little Rock, it's a short drive. Or you can go to Caesars Wine and Liquor on 9959 Highway 64 in Memphis, Tennessee. All hail Caesars Wine and Liquor. Next up, Bobby, hit me with it, baby. Loft Wine and Spirits, Paris, Tennessee. Man, I love Paris in the springtime. Loft Wine and Spirits in Paris, Tennessee, 2315 Wood Street. Next up, Bobby, Bearden Beer Market, 4524 Old Kingston Parkway, Knoxville, Tennessee. Let's go. If you're at UT, you need an 8%. Let's go party. And last but not least, our top seller in the state, Village Wines, 2006 Belcourt Avenue, Nashville, Tennessee. Let's go. Let's go to Village Wines and get fucking rocked in Nashville, Tennessee. Now's the point of the show. Oh, we got Paul's Liquor. Paul's is up in this bitch, dude. Paul's Liquor is in the fucking house. 2248 Dalton Pike, Southeast. That's in Cleveland, Tennessee. It's down by Chattanooga. Pruitt's Market on Signal Mountain. Let's go. 1210 Taft Highway, Signal Mountain, Tennessee. Pruitt's Market. Let's get some Hard AF seltzers. Sigler's Craft Beer and Cigars. 1309 Panorama Drive, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let's go. I'm full fucking Alex Jones here today. We've done about 3 or 4 shows today. Who knows? But go there. Go to Sigler's Craft Beer and Cigars, Chattanooga, Tennessee. You're going to love the seltzer there, Hard AF seltzer. Now's the point of the show. We get to the Drinkin' Bro of the Week. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, thanks for having me.
You popped in. You brought a 6er of Coors Light Tall Boys. Oh, man.
Mountains were blue, baby. I'm telling you.
Do you have an extra one?
I do not. Last one.
You drank them all, didn't you?
I'm telling you, knocked them out.
You son of a bitch. You've been here all day, dude.
I'm telling you, hanging out, day off, no place I'd rather be. It's another day in paradise.
Goddamn right. Goddamn
yes,
right. Where are you from?
I am Brandon Blankenship.
Yep.
I'm about to be a senior at Texas A&M University, College Station, originally from Heber Springs, Arkansas. Shout out to the 501.
Let's go.
Heading up there August 8th, Bounds family reunion. If there's any hottie that wants to meet me there, be the +1. Come on, hit me up and bring the average age down about 20 years. Let's go.
There it is. You got one gold chain there.
Got it. Yes, sir.
So I've never been to College Station. Everybody else who has says that it's pretty miserable.
Hey, I mean, it's not bad. We got Northgate. We turn it up. We do all right for ourselves. We have fun. We got Kyle Field.
Okay.
Come on.
How are the ladies there in College Station?
They're not bad. They're not bad. I do all right for myself. Yes, sir. They're all right. We got a couple good ones every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
You in a fraternity? What are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in ag economics. I'm a Sigma Chi. Shout out.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
There we
go.
Come on. Yeah. Are we allowed to come and do a live show from your house?
Hey, yes. Yes, absolutely. We got perfect spot. Hit us up on a game day.
No shit.
Yes.
All right. So Dan
dude.
and I have been looking.
Come
but
on, we got it right here. Back
every
porch,
school.
We
volleyball.
probably should tailgate with the Sigma Chi A&M.
Fuck
Yes.
yeah. What's
Come on, come down.
What's the big game this year? Home game for A&M. Pull up their schedule, Bob.
I think we might have Auburn, LSU, maybe. I think.
Is LSU going to be any good this year?
I don't know.
Auburn's not. I don't think
We
LSU
told
is.
you that they're our fucking dark horse pick.
Oh no, we're
A&M for
We're
the
coming
championship.
heavy.
Oh, yes, A&M is correct. But I'm
Yeah.
talking about who they're playing.
All right,
Who's their
they
biggest
get,
game?
They get Arkansas at home. That should be a good game.
that's in Dallas.
Oh, it is?
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
fuck,
going
yeah.
up to Dallas, Texas Live. We'll have a
Sweet.
booth there.
Okay.
We're turning that up.
They get Miami.
Oh,
at
Miami.
No
yeah,
shit. What day is
yeah.
that?
That's September 17th, so it'll still be hot as balls.
Damn, son. Is it a night game, though?
Yes, it is a night game.
Woo! What time?
8 p.m.
Now we're talking.
Shit.
Now we're talking,
Hey,
dude.
we can set that up for sure.
Fuck yes.
that's
Oh, you
easy.
got Ole Miss?
Ole Miss at home. Oh, and Florida at home as well.
Damn, dude.
Come
That's
on.
a schedule, son.
And then Thanksgiving weekend is LSU.
What about that UMass game?
Fuck off with that. UMass, are they even Division One?
Yeah, barely.
Amherst, baby.
All right. All right.
There's 4 or 5 real good games on this schedule.
I'm in, dude. I look.
I kind of think
I'd love to go back to college.
Honestly, the low key best one in terms of just pure tailgating is probably the Ole Miss game.
Is it a night game? Is Ole Miss a night game?
That has not come out yet, but I mean, I guarantee you Ole Miss will travel because it's not that bad of a trip, and they're pretty good.
They're
like,
okay.
they're-
Corral left.
Yeah,
I don't know who the quarterback
be
is.
all right.
It's Lane Train. He'll put something together. What day is that? What day is the Ole Miss
That's
game?
the other thing. It'll be a perfect weather day. It's October 29th.
Oh
yeah.
Shit. Let's go.
Halloween weekend.
Yeah,
Halloween
dude.
weekend.
So you guys have a
Oh.
Halloween party that night?
Oh,
at
we
your house?
usually have a little Halloween crawl. We have some houses that are right next to each other. We're all neighbors.
Yeah.
So each house is a different dress up, different theme. And we just go. I black out every year. It's terrible. It's terrible. I have yet to make it to the end of one crawl, but this year's the year. This year's the year.
Goddamn
I'm
right
telling
it is. It's always the year, isn't
Oh
it, brother?
man, I'm telling you, got
Yeah.
to.
Look, you know the drill. Who would you like to give the Drinking Bro of the Week to?
All right, I got 2. So one is my dad, Joe Blankenship. He passed away fall 2020, and he's my inspiration. He formed me into who I am today, and I love that man. And then also Aiden Cothra, one of my pledge brothers, one of my best friends. He's the one who showed me the show.
Aiden?
Aiden Cothra.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
sir. He's from Westlake over in Dallas. And yeah, he showed me on one trip down back to school, and I was hooked right there.
Fuck
So that's
yeah,
my
dude.
man. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully he's on the golf course. His girlfriend's birthday was 2 days ago. They're down in Florida living it up.
Yeah.
Come on.
God damn it, dude. I love your spirit.
Oh, I try.
No lie, he's crushed an entire. No, I had one of those with you earlier on the morning
Oh, yeah.
show. I think I did. I had a tall boy with you.
Oh, yeah.
But you've crushed 5 of those on your own, and I want to say that I'm proud of you.
Hey, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I do what I can.
That's what Drinking Bros is all about, right there.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go back to college. God damn it. Let's go to that night game.
Oh, boy.
We'll do a live show from the house, and then just see how fucked up things get.
I love it. I love it.
Did you
We'll
listen
do
to the
it.
show? We went live from the strip club.
I did not.
Bucks
No.
Wild.
Oh, no. Where is that?
Bucks Wild in Houston, Texas. We were live inside the VIP section.
Oh, gosh.
Shit got fucking wild.
The titter, man. The titter could get you.
bro.
We went to New Orleans this last semester. Me
Yeah.
and my buddies, we watched the sun come up when we walked out of the titter, went and got breakfast down the street. It was terrible. We got into NOLA late Friday night, so Saturday we just couldn't go back to the hotel.
You bet.
We said the whole night. Oh, boy. The Penthouse. Shout out.
Nobody shouts out the Penthouse on here. Huge fan, dude. Thanks for supporting us. We appreciate you being here. Hopefully you had a good time all
Man,
day.
I appreciate y'all having me. Thank you very
Fuck
much.
yeah, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. Also go to Spotify. Just click a 5-star, and then get the fuck out of there. You don't have to write anything whatsoever. For D'Anthony Holloway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is Drinkin' Bros Fake News Good.